Hello and welcome to Chris's Cult of Personality. How y'all doing today? It's Eiskalt time. This is the third dragon in a series of Kingdom Rush Vengeance. And I gotta say, first of all, I really like the three main dragon types that we got in the game here. I feel like there's ever three types of dragons they usually have. It's kind of like the poison dragon, the fire dragon, and the ice dragon. These are both still fire dragons, but cut me a break there, man. He's green, red, and white. I mean, I just like, boom, perfect, man. Well designed. I love them. So, basically what we're going to do is I just want to sort of go over the upgrades really quick. Then we're going to show them off in the game, talk about whether they're good or not, and then you guys can decide by the end, hopefully, if you want to buy this guy or not. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he is $6. So that's pretty expensive right there. So, first of all, the first upgrade here. Fierce Breath. Ooh. Eiskalt's basic attacks cause damage to an even bigger area. So we're talking about area damage basic attacks. That's sexy right there. I'm not going to lie. I mean, look at this guy. He's sexy as... Oh my god. Can you zoom in? You can't. Can't zoom in on his face, but that's okay. Cold Fury. Every 12 seconds, Eiskalt freezes the ground, decreasing the movement speed of all enemies by 50%. So what is this guy? He's a slower downer. As usual, any sort of ice person, whatever, thingamabob, always slows things down. That makes sense. Ice is cold and slowy. Frosty every 18 seconds, so not that long of a time here. Eiskalt spits a snowball that travels along the road for 5 seconds. All enemies reached receive 220 damage. So it's a pretty significant amount of damage here for something that affects literally everybody along the path. But you have to watch out for this upgrade because it may go down different paths depending on where you are and what map you're on. So that can end up kind of sucking if it just goes down the wrong path where there's a bunch of guys on the other path, you know, like sometimes it can get screwed up there. So you gotta watch out for that. Ice Peaks. Every 15 seconds, Eiskalt attacks all enemies in an area, causing 30% of its maximum HP as true damage. Oh my god. This is just absolutely wonderful here. Every 15 seconds? That's not a lot of time at all. All enemies in an area and does 30% of its maximum HP as true damage. I mean, just think about this. If they've got 1,000, like the more health they've got, the more damage it does. Against weak units, it doesn't really matter. Like, not going to get hurt much. No, going from 100 health down to 70, like, okay, whatever, 30 damage, that's really not much. But going from 1,500 health or 1,000 health down to 700, that's not bad at all. That's 300 damage. And to all the units in that area, too. So this thing is freaking insane right here. This is where Eiskalt is all at. Or all about. Or whatever. And then, interestingly enough, Glacial Storm. During... This actually didn't read well to me. It didn't make sense the way they wrote it. But during 12 seconds, all enemies are frozen and stunned. Duration 12 seconds? I don't know. Just... sounded weird to me. All enemies are frozen and stunned, so just think about it like this, guys. If you use this thingamabob, and then all of a sudden you freeze them for an additional 12 seconds, you do this again, like 60% of their health is gone. Like, your towers are not going to be struggling against these guys at all. As far as everything else goes, health, okay, decent. I mean, flying guys doesn't really matter anyways. Attack, very good. Cooldown's kind of high, though. At least that's what it says, but I've never found that to be helpful at all. And then this is what's interesting, though. This is your special ability, or whatever the heck it is. Slows any enemy with... or slows the enemy with each attack, which is absolutely wonderful here, man. Again, just slowing people down. So let's go to the testing grounds over here. Odal Farmlands. Pop into a game and just show him off real quick. I want to call him a her. I don't know why. Kind of reminds me... looks kind of... feminine. Like no, it doesn't sound very feminine. not at all. All right. I don't know why. I just think the dragon's a girl, but I did. So anyways, let's go. Let's just start going. We can put one little blocker back here. Just kind of keep him at bay for a little bit. But again, this is going to be your slowdown hero. They're going to be the hero that you keep them on the screen for longer to let all of your damage towers just do all the damage that you need to do over here. So we go. The ice spikes are already going to town on these things. They missed though. That's kind of bad here. So one thing I'm noticing is it looks like we don't want to attack the people underneath us. Is that what's going on here? Sure looks like it to me. You know, I noticed that some of the dragons, they don't like attacking people underneath them. And that can kind of suck. I don't know, it's maybe not as bad as I think. It's hard to tell. But anyways, let's go over here. We've got 630 health. Again, not bad whatsoever. Oh, look at that ice ball coming out. Oh, yeah, baby. Get it going. Again, but you don't know which way it's going to go, so that kind of sucks. A little bit more of a smaller range and damage over here, 66 to 98, but because we're slowing people down, it doesn't really seem to matter all that much. There you go. Just slow the people down and crush them. And we're not doing bad damage either. I feel like with almost any other tower or hero or whatever that freezes people, if you slow people down, you don't do a lot of damage. That's your thing. You slow people down, let the other towers do the damage. But that's not the case in this scenario. You can still do massive damage on top of slowing them down. Like, what is your weakness? You don't have one. You don't have a weakness. But that's kind of what you get for these dragons, all right? All three of the dragons are unbelievably powerful. And if you're looking for like an easy way to just completely annihilate the game on Veteran or even on Impossible, all right, use these dragons, man. It'll happen for any of them. You can trust me on that. You'll breeze through the game, almost guaranteed over here. Anyways, last thing is just to show off the ability really quick. So just to show you how ridiculously long these guys are going to be frozen for. I'm going to go freeze. So it freezes the entire screen. Entire screen? Not any new enemies, but entire screen for 12 freaking seconds. It lasts so long that by the time it's over, the cooldown's already like almost halfway back, like maybe 1/3 of the way through already. So like you don't realize how long you can keep the enemies on the screen over here. It's just absolutely insane. Now I don't know if this is your play style, just to keep everybody on the screen forever, so they will, eventually have to die. If you got towers that kill things, they'd have to eventually die. Which is kind of insane, the amount of crazy freezing technology that exists from this guy. Everything's a freeze, and everything's a damage. It's awesome. So, is it worth the $6? Like I said, if you want to have the game be easy for you, it's gonna be easy breezy cover girl. If you like this guy, but I didn't really talk about how he looks though. I actually don't like the way he looks. I think he looks a little goofy. Any dragon's got cool animations and everything, but the way he looks just doesn't look like he should be able to fly. This guy's like short and fat and stubby. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird to me. I don't know. You guys agree with me on that? Looking kind of weird and goofy, and like his face is just sort of like looks like a catfish. But like, why would you have a flying catfish? Like, that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's not cute or scary either. It could be either or, but it's just none of that. It's just weird. So, that's my opinion. Not that that's going to play into if you want to buy this guy that much. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. But that's my opinion over here, guys. If you enjoyed my opinion, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you press the like button for me. Subscribe. Oh, last thing. The reason why I didn't make this video for you guys sooner was actually because I had my Kingdom Rush downloaded, but I was playing in Test Flight, which is the testing version of the game. And I guess I kept checking the game to see when I was going to get the update. And I'm like, oh, I guess they just didn't update for the iPad yet. Oh, that's kind of stupid. Why did they update for the iPad yet? And I checked again, and I checked again, and I kind of just forgot for a while. I was like, well, okay, all right, whatever. Guess it doesn't matter that much. I'll just wait till it comes out for the iPad. Can't do anything else besides just wait, right? Well, then I found out that, oh, I didn't actually download the real game yet. I just had the Test Flight version, which is awesomely free, but also, sadly, did not... It usually updates, but it did not update anymore. So that was my problem. That's why I didn't make any videos for you guys. I finally actually had to buy the real game and had to buy these heroes. So that's what took me so long. So I apologize for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, have a super duper delicious day.